The solutions that are addressing bullying at this current time address a very, very specific type of bullying, which is physical and student to student. And so what I would call upon students to do is to become more sensitive to the various manifestations of bullying, verbal, emotional, psychological, and then in that consciousness and becoming more aware of all of this, to contact administrators, pressure administrators and school leadership to do something about it, because all of these forms of bullying, or rather oppression or violence, have long-lasting, long-term effects on the human psyche. And it's only when we do that that we will see these macro levels of oppression and violence outside of our educational institutions be addressed as well.
What advice do you offer parents?
I don't feel weird offering advice, but what I would like to see is teachers, administrators, students, parents, all human beings. It doesn't even matter if you work in the field of education, to become more aware of the ways in which we oppress other human beings, in which we are violent or violate their humanity. Bullying exists outside of schools. You see this with management. You see this in the corporate sector. You see this in the private sector. The way that your boss talks to you, or that you talk to your to those that work for you. And we all need to become more aware and more sensitive to address it.
If you had the power to change the way schools, teachers, and administrators treat students, what would you do and how would you do it?
Well, so I think that bullying stems from our ideas of authority and our ideas of power and privilege as well. And all of these are really, really hard to deconstruct and to unpack unless human beings are given the time and space to think about it. So one of the things that we do at ASES Prep that I take really great pride in is allowing human beings, the educators that are working with our students, the time and space, 7 days, 14 days of induction, to just think about what it means to be human, what is the purpose of education, all of these things, what is privilege, to deconstruct these things and understand it for themselves, so that they can recognize that not only have they been oppressed, not only are they within a system that oppresses, but they are also oppressors. And unless we can recognize that, we're not going to solve anything, because we don't see it. We're fish in water. So what I would like to see is an overhaul of teacher education, where we see every human being that goes into this service field given time and space to explore these really difficult, really controversial, really personal topics. And it's only when you explore what it means to be human that you can understand what it means to dehumanize. And I think in our program and programs across the nation that allow that inquiry, teachers are recognizing within themselves and then modeling the alternative for kids, and we're making a change in that.